Here at Akaroa on an absolute sensational day, catching up with Sheree Tomlinson. Firstly, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Did I say the surname right?
Tomlinson, yep.
Good. I'm going okay. There's a couple of you guys in the industry. Firstly, like family background into the harness history?
Yeah, so my granddad, Ken Ford, he trains, and my mum, Amanda Tomlinson, also trains with him. And my mum and my uncle, Clint Ford, used to drive the trotters quite a lot. And then Kieran and I come along, and they've sort of stepped aside now. And yeah, we're sort of doing most of the driving, and we've been lucky enough to have a couple of good trotters over the years to drive as well. So yeah.
Do you enjoy the industry?
Yes, definitely. It's been more of a family-orientated, game for us for a while, and we always used to call it like a competitive hobby, But ever since I left school, that's all I wanted to do was the horses.
It's a little bit more than that now, though, isn't it?
Definitely. Yep. Yeah. No. I try to tell Mum and Dad that it's a hobby for them, but they get very competitive, especially when we're not winning on the trotters.
So where's home?
Christchurch, West Melbourne. Yeah, we've got a farm out there, so yeah, it's good.
How long have you been driving? I saw on the pants, I think they say, 2018.
Yeah, these were for the Australasian June Drivers Champs, 2018. So about 6.5, 7 years now. But I started out in the kids' carts, and Mum was a big part of that, running the kids' carts, and I think that really helps because I've said plenty of times I've probably driven more naughty ponies than racehorses, So that was a good uptake in the industry too.
It's a good talk. We've got one little pony behind us, possibly in the camp or not. But there was a dozen kids here today. They're so well received. Blair just walked past, giving me a bit of cheek. Yeah. But he walks past, he gives a kid's cheek as well. In the way that Blair does it, there's a great, I suppose, buy-in from a lot of the participants. There's a lot of responsibility with the kids' carts, isn't there?
Oh, definitely. And I mean, it's like people that probably haven't got the harness background and start out in the kids' carts, they get to meet trainers, owners, and drivers like Blair, it probably gives you that wee bit more confidence when you do become a junior driver. You sort of have a bit more of a knowledge on the harness racing.
You went to Australia. Do you enjoy New Zealand racing in the way it is?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I've been to Australia. I've driven over there probably 3 or 4 times. I've gone over for the Australasian Champs, and I was lucky enough to drive Granddad's trotter in the Great Southern Star over there. We took Amarito's son and Marcola over. So I do love this New Zealand racing though. Yeah.
I do too, and it's quite funny because a lot of people say, you guys have it great because you're wall-to-wall racing, but I love the way that it is over here, and I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed days like today. Like, it's just got such a great feel. It's not country, but it's not city, and it's not rural. It's just so unique here, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's great, and I don't know. Yes, there's definitely something about winning a race here. Like everyone's always congratulating you afterwards, and it doesn't matter if it's a maiden trot or a cup race on the day, or it's any race. Everyone's just excited to see everyone win.
You're also sponsored by Woodlands, and I know there comes a little bit of responsibility of that, and that's sort of the changing way, I suppose, if you like, of the industry. One, I won't say do you enjoy being sponsored by Woodlands, because I am too, so people are going to say, he's only pumping up his sponsors, which I am, but that's what happens when you get on Campbell's comments. But do you enjoy the way that it is changing now, and you have sponsors and you've got to look after the brand and present that brand in the right manner?
Oh, definitely, and it's respecting yourself and the sponsor too, isn't it? And it's always great going out there, and when you win a race, you're doing it for everyone, yourself, your family, and your sponsor, and obviously the trainers and owners that you're driving for. So yeah, it's a big part in it, and it's probably great to have the privilege like Woodlands to be sponsoring me. They don't sponsor everyone. There's only a small group of us that they sponsor. So very lucky.
I can say it, we're special. If you're sponsored by Woodlands, if Andrew's watched it this far, he'll go, I'll listen to those two. But no, I think it is good. I think what they are doing, and I think a lot of the studs are doing, like Stonewall are doing stuff with the ambulances. It is a changing way, and it's probably the best, the next thing, the brand awareness and things like that. I think here in New Zealand, if you guys can keep it quiet, low-key, a few days off, which we don't get in Australia, but get that professional part of it as well, more and more. Tomorrow, big day of racing tomorrow. How many drives you got tomorrow?
Got 3 tomorrow. We've got a 2-year-old trotter in for Mum and Granddad, What's Wanted in the Colts and Geldings trot, and 2 for Bruce Negus, Fovo Gambler and Carsey Link, 1 in the Derby and 1 in the Oaks. So we'll need a bit of luck and see what happens.
Winning chance on any?
the 2-year-old trot, anything can happen, but he's shown he's got ability, and you just got to trot the whole way, and we've got a better draw than we did last week, so he's probably my best chance if he does everything right.
Grandad, been in the game for a long, long time. Has he give you any feedback on a Group 1 for the 2-year-old trotting fillies at all?
No, not really. He's pretty cruisy, to be honest. Yeah, no, he lets you go out and do your own thing. Probably Mum and I are a bit more, talk about things. So, no, Granddad's sort of pretty laid back and chill and goes with the flow.
But like Mum and Dad, the fact that there is a Group 1 on for the 2-year-old trotting fillies, like it's I think it's great. Like from an Australian, we have one. I think it's great that they're starting to get that acknowledgement.
Oh, it's great. It's so good that the ages have now changed for the horses, and that we have got the colts and geldings split with the fillies as well, and it just, they're both full fields, so it needed to be there, and it needed to be there years ago, but we've got it now, so we can't complain. But it's a great structure now that we've got.
8 Group 1s. It's going to be a great day of racing. There are horses in the parade ring. You technically are driving in this race, but we did tell that they're going out in the track. I said the clerk wasn't allowed to yell at you. I will let you go. Thank you very much for joining me. Well done for everything you're doing. Hopefully I get to interview you tomorrow after you get a winner.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Sheree.
Cheers.